Hi, it's Den Hedges on the sofa again with John Frith. Hi John, how are you doing?
Very well done, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming along today, so
My
general
pleasure.
chat. It's just a quick sort of having a chat to find out how you're getting on with Progressive, what you've been up to. So prior to Progressive, where were you on your property journey?
Well then, prior to joining Progressive in January 2016, I had a few properties under my belt. I've been in property for about 10 years now, investing in single buy-to-lets. And doing it off my own back and under my own knowledge. I didn't really know an awful lot, but I knew enough to keep on going. I knew enough to buy an investment property with the equity I had in my first flat and by maxing out my credit card and then going on to recycle the cash that I accrued in my first investment property to build up a small portfolio.
Excellent. And you said you come in 2016 to Progressive. That was your first taster of us?
Yes, January 2016 I went to Msopi in
Excellent.
London, as many people do I'm sure, and then was absolutely inspired by the event to go on to join the masterclass the month after, in February, led by the excellent Peter Jones and the wonderful Anne Holton, who were both inspirations for me, and then to other courses, including the deal packaging course, the commercial conversion course, and then I signed on to the VIP program, which I started in September.
Brilliant. And how has your property journey and your property business progressed since then?
Well, in the last 3 months, things have exploded hugely. I'm a doctor. As of 2 weeks from now, I will be an ex-doctor. And it took me an entire year to come to the decision that I was going to give up my job. But I always knew I wanted to, because there was something about being a doctor that wasn't quite fitting with who I was. I wasn't in charge of my own time. I wasn't in charge of my life. I felt like I was giving too much to medicine and I wasn't devoting enough time to the other things in life that I wanted to get involved in, my passions, my hobbies, and of course my family, my wife and my children. I felt I wasn't having enough time for them. And the last 3 months have been an absolute revelation. I've handed in my notice at work, I've sacked my boss, as it were, and I'm going into property full time. I'll be going into commercial conversions, I'm doing them right now, and I'll also be helping other doctors and nurses get into property and seeing the benefits of property that I have.
Excellent. And I also hear you've been going to the speaker side as well. So how did that start?
Well, that was a real eye-opener for me, Den. I did the Expert Speaker Revolution course in January 2017, and that completely changed everything. Prior to going on the ESR 5-day course, I thought I knew how to speak in public. As a doctor, you're expected to give presentations, and that's what I was able to do in front of audiences as large as a few hundred people. But I always had my notes and I always had my slides, and it took me a long time to prepare for every presentation because I was so scared of forgetting what I wanted to say. And ESR completely changed everything. At the end of the 5-day course, I was able to speak for half an hour with no slides and no notes, and to be able to do so in a confident, elegant, approachable and engaging manner, to be able to interact with my audience, to be able to assess the energy levels of the audience, to be able to essentially make what I had to say much more compelling, much more appealing and much more believable. And after ESR, I've decided that going on to be a trainer with Progressive is absolutely the way I want to go. And I'm also going to be setting up a presentation skills course, because ESR has given me the confidence and the skills to be able to do that. So that's what I'm going to do.
Brilliant. And I've seen you doing a few bits and pieces with Progressive. I think we saw you shadowing an event the other day. And are you actually getting into sort of speaking now with Progressive and doing a few bits and pieces?
Indeed. So I've decided, as you rightly mentioned, I shadowed the lovely Jackie Tomes on the Breeding Against Property Secrets 1-day course. I'll be shadowing Liam Ryan in a couple of weeks' time. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and then going on to be an assistant trainer, and then a lead trainer on Progressive courses. And of course, I'll be speaking as a founder member at Waterloo PPN, and I'm very much looking forward to that.
Excellent. So if someone was watching this video now and they were umming and ahhing about whether they want to become a speaker, what would you say if they were considering like the Expert Speaker Day or the Expert Speaker Revolution? What would you say to them?
Well, I'd say whether you were a seasoned public speaking pro or a complete novice, terrified of the idea of standing up on a stage in front of people, I'd say just do it. I went on ESD and then I went on ESR, and those courses changed my life. And I'm sure if you go on those courses, they'll change your life too.
Thank you very much, John. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of John Frith in the future. Thank you for coming along, John. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan.